Welcome to all of you in this Zoom lecture, where we are going to study some 11th standard chapter of biology. Red Shikshan Samstha conducted a ROSE project for newly comers 11th standard students, and this project is run by Yashwantrao Chavan Institute of Science, Satara. Now, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Kanse KS. Now, let's start the important chapter, that is cell structure and organization. So you know that all organisms, they are made up of cell. So first of all, we are going to study introduction of this chapter. As the organisms which are present on this earth, each and every organism, they are made up of cell. And this cell perform all the activity of that life. So cell is called as structural and functional unit of life, except viruses. Now, this cell which perform all the activity of life, they are of two types, that is unicellular and multicellular. You know that unicellular means only single cell is there. माहिती आहे तुम्हाला, अमिबा सारखा सेल हा सिंगल सेल आहे आणि तो सिंगल सेल किंवा युनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गॅनिझम्स आहेत ते, आणि ते युनिसेल्युलर ऑर्गॅनिझम तो एकटा सिंगल सेल त्याच्या लाईफची ऍक्टिव्हिटी कंप्लीट करत असतो. बट इन मल्टीसेल्युलर ऑर्गॅनिझम देर आर ऑर्गन सिस्टीम ऑर्गनायझेशन इज प्रेझेंट. वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारच्या सिस्टीम्स तिथं प्रेझेंट असतात आणि म्हणून त्यांच्यामध्ये डिव्हिजन ऑफ लेबर येते. या सगळ्या वेगवेगळ्या सिस्टीम त्यांचं फंक्शनिंग पार पाडत असतात. सो who discovered first of all these cells? So let's study the discovery of cell. Here various scientists are there who discovered or who helped to discover the cell. This is first scientist, that is Jacques Janssen, and first of all he discovered microscope, because you know that the cell we can't see by eye, because the cell is the microscopic structure. So for detailed study of this cell, we have to microscope here. So in 1590, first of all, Jacques Janssen discovered the microscope. Later on, Robert Hooke in 1665, first of all find out the cell. Now he find out the dead cell. He took a experiment that he took a transverse section of cork. पूर्वीच्या काळी काचेच्या ज्या बॉटल यायच्या औषधांच्या असतील किंवा आणखीन कशाच्या असतील, तर त्याला एक रबरी बूच यायचं. ते रबरी बूच म्हणजे काय, तर तो कॉर्क आहे. या कॉर्कचा रॉबर्ट हुकनी एक थिन सेक्शन घेतलेला आणि त्याला मायक्रोस्कोप खाली पाहिल्यानंतर त्याला काही एम्प्टी स्पेसेस दिसल्या त्या ठिकाणी. अँड फॉर दॅट एम्प्टी स्पेसेस ही गेव अ नेम, दॅट इज empty compartment or a cellula. Afterward, this cellula convert into cell. Then Anton von Leeuwenhoek in 1674, he discovered again some modified microscope, and later on he find a living cell in human sperm. Then Mathis Sheldon, who was the botanist, Sheldon and Schwann, both these are German scientists. In 1838, he studied all different types of plants, and he found that all these plants are made up of cell. Different types of cells are there. Afterward, in again 1838 or 39, Theodor Schwann, who was the zoologist, he also worked on different types of cells, and he also found that these cell is covered by a specific membrane, and he gave the name of that membrane is cell membrane. So Mathis, Sheldon and Schwann, they worked together and they put up a modern cell theory. Afterward, in 1855, Rudolf Virchow, who gave a very important term, that is, cell is formed from pre-existing cell. म्हणजे सुरुवातीला एक काहीतरी स्ट्रक्चर आहे की ज्याच्यापासून नवीन सेलची निर्मिती होते. So that is the pre-existing cell. So thus here, all these scientists, they work together and they discovered the cell as well as cell theory. Now, according to Sheldon and Schwann, as they work both in plants as well as animals, they said that they're having matters which is exist in the form of essentially similar unit or cells. According to them, cell is the basic structural and functional unit in all living organism. जसं आपण मगाशीच बघितलं की सेल हा स्ट्रक्चरल आणि फंक्शनल युनिट आहे प्रत्येक लिव्हिंग ऑर्गॅनिझमचा. This simple, basic and formal biological generalization is known as cell theory or cell doctrine. Then, what is the modern version of this cell theory? In this modern version, they put up that all living organisms are made up of cell. Cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. They are similar in chemical composition and their metabolic activity. Means all the cells, they show same chemical composition. Like plant cells, which is made up of cellulose, they are made up of lignin, suberin is there. So cell wall of plants are made up of these compounds. So all the cells, they show similar chemical composition. Also, plasma membrane or cell membrane, we can call it as a bimembrane or biomembrane, or it is also called as bilayered membrane because it is made up of lipid and protein, or lipoproteinaceous member, it is also called as. And all these cells, they show similar metabolic activity. कुठलाही जरी सेल तुम्ही घेतला तरी त्यांच्यामध्ये त्यांचं केमिकल कंपोजिशन हे सेम आहे आणि त्यांच्यामध्ये चालणारी जी काही मेटाबॉलिक ऍक्टिव्हिटी आहे ही सुद्धा सेम असते. सेल आर सेल्फ डुप्लिकेटिंग अँड सेल्फ कंटेंट युनिट. तो त्याची सगळी ऍक्टिव्हिटी स्वतः परफॉर्म करतो म्हणून त्याला सेल्फ कंटेंट युनिट असं म्हटलेलं आहे. Some cells, they show totipotency, that is capacity of dividing and regenerating an entire organism from them. So some totipotent cells are also there. These totipotent cells are called as stem cells also. Now, what is the definition of this totipotency? Totipotency means totus means entire and potential means power. So it is the capacity or the potential of living nucleated cell. Now all these cells, they are nucleated cells, to differentiate into any type of cell and thus can form a complete new organism. Now, for this totipotency, first of all, the scientists, they took a phloem cell from plant and put it into the petri dish in laboratory and provide it a nutrient medium which is called as a coconut water, and observe these petri dish after few days. So the phloem cells, they can be get divided. So multiplication of cells are there, and from there root and formation of shoots are there. Afterward, after some days, entire plant can be get generated there in this petri dish. Okay, so some cells, they have ability to divide and form an entire organism. Now, cell is a totipotency as it has the entire genetic information. पूर्ण जेनेटिक इन्फॉर्मेशन त्याच्याकडे असल्याशिवाय आणि ही सगळी जेनेटिक इन्फॉर्मेशन त्या सेलच्या न्यूक्लियस मध्ये स्टोअर केलेली असते. याच्यापासून जवळजवळ एंटायर ऑर्गन आपल्याला डेव्हलप करता येतो. लाईक लिव्हर, किडनी किंवा हार्ट सारखे ऑर्गन आपल्याला याच्यापासून डेव्हलप करता येतात. So these stem cells, they can be preserved in a appropriate condition. So these stem cells, they are totipotent. Now here the diagrams of plant cell and animal cells are there. Now these plant cells and animal cells, in the point of examination, these diagrams are important. There will be a question for 3 marks because the diagram of these plant cell and animal cells, they are complicated. Now you can see carefully the plant cell and animal cell, slight difference is there. So you have to look that difference. The cell wall is present in plant cell, but in animal cell, it is absent. In animal cell, cell membrane is present only. Some cell organelles are absent here in plant cell as well as in animal cell. But the basic difference is that in plant cell, nucleus is shifted towards the peripheral side. And in animal cell, nucleus is present in the center, because in plant cell, large vacuole is there. Due to this vacuole, the structure of nucleus is get shifted to the peripheral side. Okay. Then in plant cell, you can see here chloroplast is present. That chloroplast is absent in animal cell. So you have to think about the differences between plant cells as well as animal cell. And see here, the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, both they are present in plant cell as well as animal cell. So you have to differentiate between plant cell and animal cell. Now see here, some multiple choice questions are there. Now you have to find out the answers of these. So see, who was the first one to see a live cell? मगाशी आपण बघितलं की अलाइव्ह सेल जी आहे ही पहिल्यांदा कुणी डिस्कवर केलेली आहे, तर याच्यामध्ये लुवेनहॉक जो सायंटिस्ट आहे याने पहिल्यांदा लाईव्ह सेल ही डिस्कवर केलेली आहे. Who was the German botanist to study different cells forming plant tissues? आता शेल्डेन आणि शॉन मधला बोटॅनिस्ट कोण होता? तर शेल्डेन हा बोटॅनिस्ट होता आणि शॉन जो आहे हा झुऑलॉजिस्ट होता. In which year Sean studied different types of animal cells? In which year Sean studied different types of animal cell? In 1839. Because Sheldon and Sean, they work together. There is a little difference of 1 year in between Sean and Sheldon. So Sheldon studied in 1838 and Sean studied in 1839. Then cell wall of prokaryote is made up of. So you have to find out the answer of these questions. Then who formulated the cell theory? Now see here, Sheldon, Sean, both and none. आता तुम्हाला माहिती आहे, आपण मगाशी बघितलं की मॉडर्न सेल थेअरी जी आहे ही दोघांनी मिळून पुटअप केलेली आहे. याच्यामध्ये शेल्डेनी आहे आणि शॉनी आहे, त्यामुळे आन्सर काय येणार आहे? प्रॉपर बोथ येणार आहे. ओके. Who was the one to describe that cells divide and new cells are formed from pre-existing cell? Now pre-existing cell, the cells are formed from pre-existing cell. मगाशी आपण बघितले की रुडॉल्फ व्हर्चॉव हा जो सायंटिस्ट होता याने पहिल्यांदा ही टर्म फाइंड आउट केलेली आहे. ओके. Then last, the cell wall is not present only in the kingdom of. आता प्लांट सेल, प्रोकॅरियोटिक सेल, अल्गल सेल या सगळ्यांच्या मध्ये सेल वॉल आहे. फक्त एकच किंगडम असा आहे ॲनिमल सेलचा किंवा ॲनिमलचा ज्याच्यामध्ये सेल वॉल ही ऍब्सेंट आहे. ओके. नाउ 2 marks questions are there. They said that explain the modern cell theory. मगाशी आपण बघितलं मॉडर्न सेल थेअरी मध्ये काय काय सांगितलेलं आहे. तर सेल हा बेसिक स्ट्रक्चरल आणि फंक्शनल युनिट आहे. सगळे ऑर्गॅनिझम्स हे सेलनी फॉर्म झालेले आहेत. त्याच्यानंतर सगळ्या सेलचं केमिकल कंपोजिशन हे सेम आहे. त्याची मेटाबॉलिक ऍक्टिव्हिटी ही सेम आहे. सो लाईक दॅट यू हॅव टू एक्सप्लेन द मॉडर्न सेल थेअरी. And then you have to sketch and label animal cell. Animal cell काढताना पहिल्यांदा सेंटरला न्यूक्लियस काढायचे आणि कडेचा जो मेम्ब्रेन आहे हा प्लाझ्मा मेम्ब्रेन किंवा सेल मेम्ब्रेन आहे हे लक्षात ठेवायचे. ओके. सो you have to solve all these questions correctly. Okay. Thank you.